A very good day to you. I'm Hank Gross, Mid-Hudson It's Tuesday, July 18. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run. U.S. Senators Charles Schumer and Kirsten Gillibrand joined Congressman Pat Ryan, a West Point graduate, and Orange County Executive Stephen Newhouse on a helicopter tour of the storm damage at West Point and the surrounding area Monday, including Highland Falls. After the flyover, Schumer said the damage at West Point alone is more than $100 million after a review by the Army Corps of Engineers.
We all know that for more than 2 centuries, West Point has stood in the Hudson Valley as an indispensable pillar, an essential pillar to our nation's military excellence. And we cannot allow its buildings, infrastructure, and training grounds to sit destroyed in the wake of this, and we're going to make sure it happens. The historic campus is a symbol of our country's proud military history. Right now, the America's Army's home needs our help. And again, we're going to do whatever we can to get that done.
FEMA officials are expected to be on the ground in Orange County to begin their damage assessments caused by and costs related to the disaster. As traumatic as it was for U.S. Senators Charles Schumer and Kirsten Gillibrand to see firsthand the massive devastation that last week's heavy rains and floods caused at the U.S. Military Academy at West Point, it really hit home to Congressman Pat Ryan. Ryan spent 4 years of his life as a West Point cadet and then served 2 tours of duty in Iraq.
It's really heavy to fly over and see the community that raised me, that I love, that formed me, as Senator Schumer said, so hurt, so devastated, not just physically, but, talking to folks and looking at the damage. It's really a gut punch to see your community flooded, to see the tragic loss of life.
Ryan said the officials are channeling the grief and frustration into constructive urgency. Off-duty Middletown City Police Detective Frederick Slanovic pled guilty to disorderly conduct for slapping a 14-year-old boy in the face while at a restaurant. An investigation by the Orange County District Attorney's Office, along with the police department, found the cop had struck the boy with an open hand while at the Old Erie restaurant in Middletown on May 6th. It was determined Slanovic had been drinking prior to and during the confrontation around 3:30 p.m. He's been suspended since the incident. He had told the boy that he had placed the youth's father in prison and that he was going to arrest the teen sometime in the future. Even though Slanovic was aware there was no reasonable cause to believe the boy had committed any crime or violation. More news right after this.
Find over 100 retailers allowing you to spend hours shopping safely at the Galleria at Crystal Run. Enjoy the big brands and the diverse selection of family-owned stores all in one location. The Galleria at Crystal Run offers dining options for everyone with Fuji 110 Grill, Allen's Mediterranean Grill, and Peru Cuisine. Discover the Mid-Hudson Valley's premier shopping, dining, and entertainment destination, the Galleria at Crystal Run. For more information, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or visit GalleriaCrystalRun.com.
Middletown City Court Judge Richard Girton has secured the Republican and Conservative nominations for Orange County Court Judge and will appear on both lines in November. The seat on the bench was previously held by former Judge William DeProspo, who resigned earlier this year. Girton has been Middletown City Court Judge for 5 years and served as city attorney for 25 years before that.
I've been blessed to have a pretty broad background in my legal career, and here in the city court, I'm handling criminal matters and landlord-tenant and small claims and civil cases and city codes and things of that nature.
Girton has also been a private practice attorney. Kingston Mayor Stephen Noble Monday said he will appoint Sarah Pasty to the Common Council as Alderwoman in the 1st Ward effective August 2nd. She will replace Barbara Hill, who recently resigned. Noble said Pasty is running for the seat unopposed in the November general election and is clearly the right person to fill the seat. Pasty's lived in the Hudson Valley for over 20 years. She served on the Beacon City Council for 6 years and served as co-chair of that city's comprehensive planning committee as well. The Metropolitan Transportation Authority yesterday released its preliminary 5-year financial plan that shows a balanced budget through 2027. The fiscal plan reflects updates since the MTA warned of a fiscal cliff heading into 2023 with a projected $600 million deficit. Metro North Railroad, Long Island Railroad, and New York City Transit have identified $250 million as piloting new sensors to reduce heating costs at facilities and inviting access or ride users to book trips via app instead of through a call center, and harnessing predictive algorithms to increase efficiency of vehicle maintenance. With the MTA board approval, a proposed 5.5% toll increase and 4% fare increase for 2023 are expected to take effect by the end of August. A Broome County company that warehouses and stores goods has been approved to have foreign trade zone status under the Orange County license. The announcement was made on Monday by Orange County Economic Development Director Stephen Gross.
Foreign trade zone still has a lot of activity. Findley's Tall Timbers is officially in the zone. The Department of Commerce has approved them. We're expecting Planet Health Foods in Port Jervis to put an application in shortly as well.
The Orange County FTZ number 37 is licensed to operate across the state. Foreign trade zones allow companies to import product components and not pay taxes on them until they're shipped out of the zone. A crash between a cement truck and an SUV on Route 17K at Old Route 17K in the town of Montgomery at noon yesterday resulted in the road being closed as firefighters used high-pressure hoses to wash the cement off the road before it hardened. The collision resulted in the SUV being tipped on its side and wedged against a guardrail. One person suffered a head injury and was airlifted to Westchester Medical Center, according to the Montgomery Fire Department. The cause remains under investigation. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run.